Hello all. Today I would like to talk about my MacBook setup, or more specifically applications that I found very useful. So in general, I do not like to install applications except when I think they're really beneficial. If the native application or the MacBook or any computer is doing the basic job, then I will, in usual, not install anything in addition to this. I would prefer the local already installed VI. I would not install Neo VIM and etc. I would always prefer the already installed applications. However, some I found very useful and are not yet in the OS. I hope in the future they would be bundled in the OS. This is mainly specifically for a MacBook. And these are in general the applications that I tend to like to have on my MacBook. I will start with CleanShot. CleanShot is a paid app and it enhances the ability to do screenshots with your annotation. So you can take a screenshot and then annotate on it, write on it a little bit. You can also record screencasts, but I do not use it. I use it only for screenshots. So why is it useful? If you're like me, you're taking many screenshots a day. If you take many screenshots, then and sometimes you annotate them, then this simply makes things much faster, and we shorten the amount of time that we need to spend on these things, so it's worth it. It's actually worth the payment. So basically, CleanShot, I did some survey, and CleanShot is one of the most frequent applications used for this purpose. With it, we take a screenshot and then we can annotate on them immediately and share and copy them very immediately. So the focus is that it's very easy to use, not requiring too many keystrokes, too many clicks, and this is what I like about it. I think there are other screenshot applications that provide you with more functionality, but I prefer the fastness. I prefer the fact that I can take screenshots fast, annotate fast, and copy fast, even if it does not have all the functionality of other applications. So because I use screenshots so much, so many times, then I found that I needed this. Another application is about sorting the screen, moving windows around. For this one, I use Rectangle. So in Mac, if you want to move the window to the left or to the right or to the top right top, then Rectangle is another application that saves me much time. Another application that I use is a command line application. So you install it with Brew on Mac. It's called Fish Shell. So why there is the very frequently used ZSH, I found that Fish just provides me the basic functionality. It saves me tons of time. You could get the same functionality with ZSH, but we need to configure it a bit, and I found that Fish is doing a great job by simply installing it, and then that's it. Nothing else needs to be configured. Automatic completion, coloring of the command line, everything is done, everything is perfect. So Fish Shell is something that saves me huge amounts of time. Another application on the shell is ZFZ or FZF, which allows me to search for files very fast on the command line and search for the history. Search on the history of commands I made saves me tons of time. As of editors, because I use IntelliJ, then I try to use the Scratchpad for scratch-out of notes. So I told you already that I do not like to install too many files. So because I already use IntelliJ, and while it's heavy, it has the scratches folder on the bottom of the file explorer. So I have there 1.txt, 2.txt, and whenever I need to scratch a note, I just go to there And this is instead of installing additional editors for that purpose. I use IntelliJ, I know how to use it. Why not use it also as a notebook? The last one is Alfred. Alfred allows me to copy clipboard history and to do interesting manipulation, to save many things. If I need to remember keyboard shortcut, I paste it into Alfred snippets. If I want to search the history, I search Alfred. If I want to copy-paste something, then I use Alfred. I mainly use it for clipboard history. So I think this is it. These are the tools that I use very heavy in a workday. They save me a lot of time. I found them useful. And again, I do not want to install too many things. I do not want to. I try always to reduce the amount of external tools that I use. I think with these are basically the tools that I use on a daily basis, and I do not need anything apart from this on my OS. That's it. That's all the tools that I use. For everything else, even for notes, I use the internal tools that are already bundled in the OS. So this was it. This was, I think, very useful tools for software developers, programmers. Let me know what you think, and see you next time.